We are live with another episode, another edition of the Dragonslayer Dynasty. I gotta be honest with you, I've been playing, just one offline to kind of get a handle on some of the passing concepts, try Heisman mode, and just kind of see how to improve my game. And Coach Wade has been calling me. He has been beckoning for me to return to the UAB Blazers. He's just, this team is so fun. It's so special. I have personally gotten very invested into the entire crew. So, I had to get back. We're in season 3. We are in 2027, and this season has not gotten off to as good of a start as the last ones. It has not gotten off to as good of a start. I don't know why I opened this page, but if we look at the contracts, we had a really good season. We actually won the Hawaii Bowl last year, and then we had a 6-win season the year before that. This year we are 2-4. Not the best start. Not the best start for Coach Wade. Unfortunate. If we go into the schedule, we'll just give a little recap of the stream, I believe, from Saturday. So it is Monday now. Last streamed on Saturday. If you missed that, you can catch the first half of Season 2. It is on a VOD on the Twitch channel, and we also have a VOD channel on YouTube, which I don't think I've linked or promoted, but we will figure that out in due time. So if we go through, obviously we crushed the FCS Southeast school that we had on the schedule. Colorado humbled us at home. We scheduled them, and we could not really get it done. My real-life alma mater, Northwestern, gave Coach Wade a little bit of a spanking. That was a tough one, especially at the field that I have personally watched plenty of games at. Georgia, we fought so tough on the road, and I really thought we were going to get our third straight season of a premier kind of opponent, ranked in the top 15 on the road. The first 2 seasons, we had a signature win over Tennessee, season 1, signature win over Illinois, season 2. Season 3, couldn't get it done. Rattled me, honestly, the 3 straight losses, and we lost another game to a team in Temple that we really, really should have beat, even if it was on the road. And then Tulsa we handled pretty handily, the last game of the last stream. And Tulane is who is first up on the schedule today. They're going to be a tough opponent. We have a decision to make. I was so frustrated after the 4-game losing streak that I put in our true freshman dual threat quarterback, Nightmare. He was renamed by chat in one of our previous streams. Our 3-star recruit. He's not going to be the quarterback of the future, especially if after we go to recruiting and look at it a little bit, we get some of the other guys that we are after. Accuracy still has some room to grow, but it is pretty poor right now. He's got some elusiveness. And some speed. But realistically, I think, I was angry at that point. I think we're going to put Brock Glenn back in. He's actually almost as mobile at getting, and he is just a far superior quarterback with his accuracies. So we got to play smart, can't play emotional. Coach Wade, Zen, heart of a champion. Bo Jackson, teetering on the edge of wanting to transfer out of this season. So we've got to run the ball. We've got to make the most of it. Our offense has looked atrocious this season, even though on paper it is the best offense we've had thus far in the series. The Dragon Slayers have not been slaying many dragons this third season with Coach Wade. Bo Jackson, he is awesome. He's got Platinum 360, sidestep, shifty, recoup, but he hasn't been tearing up the stat sheet. It's been a pretty even split. We're going to lose Marquise Collins and Braylon McReynolds. Obviously, they're both seniors. Hello, welcome in, viewers. We're just kind of going over state of the team. Finau also likely to transfer out, and Colby Donaldson all have deal breakers that are currently not met. In theory, we would lose the entire running back room for next season. That would not be great. That would not be great. We've got a absolute stud redshirt freshman. There's no way he's sticking past. He might even leave next year. Unlikely, but he could as a redshirt sophomore. But we got him in the transfer portal. Transfer from Ohio State, George Ring. He's got platinum cutter, a bunch of abilities, elite dev, 98 speed. He should be better than he has been this season. He's not been incredible for us. Bryce Kane, he has been with us, I believe, our entire tenure here, and he's getting better. Our wide receivers also need some work. And then if we look at the offensive line, there's no true standouts here. And we hammered a bunch of 2-stars at the end of the last stream, but nobody extremely exciting on the team. We've got Scarlett. We've got Jaden Scarlett. He has been one of the better players on our defensive line, really getting to the quarterback. Ezra Odenjor has also been very good, but he's going to be a senior, so he's gone after this next season. Ogboko has been one of my favorite players on our defensive line. He has been an absolute star for us. The redshirt junior, he's happy with his playing time for now. And I think he'll stick around. I don't think he's declaring for the draft. So we'll get him. We have our 4-star elite dev defensive tackle, Cornell Burden. Again, those two make for a pretty fearsome interior, but the defense has not really been the problem. Hello, welcome viewers. It has really been the offense. The offense has looked very poor, despite having probably the best quarterback we've had the entire 3 years of the rebuild. Ben Hanks we got in the portal. He's been great. Same with Vakari Swain, although Swain will be gone. So that's just kind of QB sucks. Yeah, I know. I don't know, Ball Alexander, if you caught the end of the last stream, but we did, in a fit of rage, switch to Nightmare. But if we tab over into recruiting, we've got everything set up, but this is really where we are hoping. Is this week 6 or was last week 6? I think we're hoping for a recruiting battle on the quarterback. This is week 7, so that was last week. Nightmare was decent. Thanks, Cozy Brews. Hello. Except injury concerns. If we can force a recruiting battle on this 5-star, that would be very ideal. I don't know if it's going to happen. We might lose him to Tech. I feel a little bit more optimistic about the speedster wide receiver. Although our grades are still not great, we've gotten locked out of recruiting on Matthew Seitz. And then we have just some backup guys, but we are really... We have 2 4-star offensive linemen who are going to be huge for protecting whoever we have behind center next year, but Jeremy Camara is really who we want. I'm skeptical we're going to be able to get him, but at this point, we've kind of done all we can. We have to pray a little bit. Tulane is coming to town, and we're going to hope to take them down. We've switched back to our old quarterback, Brock Glenn. We switched back to Brock Glenn. If he does not perform, we'll be putting Nightmare back in. I don't love that. Do they have an all-white option? Yes, they do. Because I don't love that they had little shades of green. So we're going to go all-white option. We always play the moments here on Dragonslayer Dynasty. Coach Wade not off to the best start in Season 3. 2-4. We really want to be... Kind of the idea for this season was to be in contention for that conference championship. Don't know if it's going to happen. We've only lost 1 game in conference play thus far, but the rest of the way, all conference games. So it's time for Coach Wade, the Dragon Slayers, to get ready to take down some more dragons. I'm hoping for some big wins. Now, Coach Wade in his free time, been watching a few videos on reading some defenses. We'll see if that actually translates to the game. Okay. 3rd and 4 Don't need much. We're going to take the safe play. They've got 2 deep safeties. Looks like they're playing man. We're going to see who has the best matchup. It looks like Elder. I think he's going to be open fairly easily. And Glenn finds him. And there's acres of space for Bryce Elder. And Brock Glenn. The offensive line held up. And that was a huge, huge gain through the air. And we score a touchdown without hopping in. That's a great way to start this game. Now we have to play a little defense. We're going to go into... We want to be in some cover 2 looks. I don't know if I just love defaulting to coach suggest. We're trying to get just a little bit better. Let's see what they want to do with this. They're trying to see if we're motioning with them. And we get him with the user, but he doesn't go down. Alvin Isaac. So we like that cover 2 look. With this mug concept, we're going to fake the blitz, and we're going to try and bait them into throwing it quickly. But they get through there. That's not ideal. We're going to go back to coach suggestions just so we can see stuff for close range. For some goal line defense. The defense has played phenomenally on the goal line throughout this series. I feel like they really step up when the offense gets close a lot of the time. And Ogboko, the Nnamdi Ogboko, I think he is one of the chief reasons why. He's just awesome. And they keep trying to run it in. I've seen this same story when we're on offense. So close. Trying to run the ball, just trying to get a few yards to get it in, and just being unable to do it. We're going to cover the running back with McNichols. Hopefully we're going to get some pressure if they decide to pass. And we can't cover everybody. They get in. Tie game. That was tough. 3rd down, 2nd quarter. We're going to keep the drive alive. Only a 3rd and 2. So it looks like they're playing cover 3. This should be a pretty good look whether they blitz or drop guys back. And we follow the blocks, and Bo just gets it across the line. Beautiful, beautiful. That is the way to move the ball. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. I think I finally understand how to run some of these concepts. They've got the safeties split out. I think either Kane or Ring will be open. We take that, but that's just not... You need to throw that a little earlier because he just doesn't hit him early enough for him to run up the field. And we shank the kick. Shank the kick. That is unfortunate. Our new kicker is not nearly the kicker that Jonah Delange was for us in those first 2 seasons. Real player. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but it looks like they've got 2 high safeties. I think we can get a good run look in here. We're going to hand it to Bo, and he makes it happen. I saw that they didn't have need Mike White. We do. Got a levels concept. They've got 1 high. How's that matchup for Kane? Not ideal. I think we want to attack the middle of the field here. And Mangum gets wide open. Wide open. And Brock Glenn is feeling a little bit better now that I did not even realize the time. 1:03 to go. We still have 3 timeouts. We're going to run the ball. And Bo just can't get there. They call a timeout actually an injury timeout. Interesting that it doesn't take away one of their 3 timeouts left. Yeah, we really missed that last kicker. I don't know if I saw that one. So we can run. And, honestly, I think we will. I also did learn. We're going to see if we're going to use this here. I'm not even going to spoil it. Oh, we've got McReynolds, not Bo. I try and dive there. We're going to call a timeout. I know we don't really want to leave them time, but we don't want to run the clock down too far. McReynolds is not the guy we want for this. I really would prefer Bo in here. I tried to dive there, but it wasn't. There wasn't enough time. We're calling another timeout. This is. I learned a new dive mechanic in between streams, but I cannot seem to get it to trigger. Really, the computer. They were holding off until they knew Bo was in. And I tried to do the dive mechanic, as you can see, and we just can't get it in. Unbelievable. We're not settling for the field goal. We're playing aggressive. We're waiting for our bodies to get set. We're going to run towards the left side. And Bo dives into the end zone. Takes a little bit of a hit doing so. But Bo finishes what we started. I knew he was going to get in. Got a little tight around the red zone there. But you didn't even see the cool one. If you are behind an offensive lineman, and there's a special, I think it's like hold LT and then dive with the stick up, you can propel yourself over the line. Very cool. Third down again. We're getting another offensive moment. It's a 3rd and 8. It's a 3rd and 8. We're going to go with this motion stick. I want to flip it to the other side of the field. I want to flip it to the other side of the field where there's a little bit more space. The idea is that Ring clears out the space for Elder. They're in a zone. And that's exactly what happens. The corner ran with Ring on the outside. Perfect opportunity for Elder. We could call a screen. But I do feel... I watched a few videos and I feel just a lot more confident. They've got... It looks like 2 safety, 3 safety. Cover 3 look, most likely. Bo Jackson we knew was going to have the space to the outside. And Bo Jackson, just an absolute filthy spin. Can't quite get there, but we are going to have the ball in the red zone with another chance to make some magic. I can finally say it ain't so. I can finally read a defense. I don't love this look. That I should have audibled out of there. That wasn't my favorite look. Was not my favorite look. They've got a lot of bodies in here, and if we can get some guys on a bench concept, I think we'll be good. And Ferguson seals the deal. Coach Wade, he's put in the hours, he's studied, and he has learned that it is there are ways to read a defense. I don't know if I'm just impressed with myself now or if we're just playing an easier team, but Tulane, I think 5-1, so I wasn't sure how this game would go. They'd score a touchdown in sim. Big 3rd down, make the stop. We're in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 5. They've got 4 wide receivers. So we're going to call, and we're going to have to change coach's coaching style because it does give us more blitzes than would otherwise be the case. And wow, I can't believe he hangs on to that one. That's the weakness of that coverage there. 3rd down, they scored. We had our shot to get them off the field with the moment, and we couldn't do it. So we are going to have to... Oh, the middle of the field is wide open. They're playing quarters defense. Kane is going to be wide open on this play, especially if they blitz. Linebackers drop back. We're taking that all day of the week. Every single day of the week. This is like when you study for a test and then you show up and you're actually surprised that some of the questions are things that you studied. This is going to get blown up if we run it. We're audibling. We're hoping that they run a blitz and that Ferguson is the easy answer. But, oh, I saw our tight end. He was open. The throw was not quite there. again, they're playing close. I think this is a cover 2 man, so one of our tight ends running across or Bo should be a good look. Oh my goodness, what the fuck was that throw? The read was correct, but that throw was absolutely atrocious. That throw, I cannot believe that throw. Unbelievable. I gotta see that again. We're just gonna go play full game because I have to see that replay. I mean, we know it's a cover 2 man. I have learned that the man beaters on that are those slant routes that, I mean, he is wide open. And maybe I got too excited, overcooked the route, but that's just a horrific throw. He has acres of space and likely the easy touchdown. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We'll go back to the moments, but wow. Wow. I'm used to the terrible reads being my downfall. So when it's the... Okay, let's see. Looks like I can't really tell. They're giving a little cushion. So I think something underneath is the answer. We're going to run and give it up. Can't give ourselves up quickly enough, but we do get out of there. Got a little frazzled there. Brock Glenn still not happy, hoping to replace him. This is a good... They've only got 4, and there's an easy hole. And Bo bursts through it. Oh, and he almost gets there. First and goal, 23 for 120 for Bo. He has been awesome. Let's see where the blocks are. I mean, the matchup is bad, but if we run it up the gut, Bo gets airborne, and he gets another touchdown. Bo Jackson, just hard-nosed, smash-mouth football. Oh, that wasn't even Bo. That was Braylon McReynolds. Wow. Don't even know my own running backs. It's because they're 26 and 25. I think it confuses me. I was locked in. Big end-of-game drive. 46-yard rush from Brock Glenn to get us here. Oh, my days. We obviously want to score here, but we also want to chew some clock. We're going to turn chew clock on. We have dominated them offensively in this game. And the blocks, we see they're set. A big burst from McReynolds. 2nd and inches. That's going to take us to the 2-minute timeout. And if we can drain all of their timeouts, because if we can get the first down, we'll be able to drain them of almost all their timeouts. Make it that much harder for them to come back. So let's look at the blocks. We just got to be a little bit more patient. This still looks like a good front to run into. And Bo can't quite get there. I didn't need to. I got greedy. I hit the sprint boost. We have good blocks on the outside. They don't call a timeout. And Bo does get the first down. That was risky. I didn't want to dive and go in the air. But now they're forced to call a timeout. I still don't feel as confident in the field goal, so I would love a touchdown. But I would love to drain them of their time more than anything else. Bo loses a yard. But that's okay. We want them to burn their timeouts. Come on. Come on. We're keeping the ball on the ground. We want to minimize the chances of the... So they're going to block the edge and then get the linebacker. Tight end's responsible for that guy on the outside. And they don't get it, but Bo gets through, and he falls forward for the first. That is huge. That is huge, huge, huge. Hello, hello, and welcome in. Bo Jackson, 27 for 131 and 27 attempts. We have our third string taking the direct snap here. I don't know if I like this. Tulane is out of timeouts, though. So we're just going to fall in. We're going to fall in. I don't know if I really wanted to score there. I probably should have just run out more of the clock. But it's okay. Cover 3. We want to make sure they don't beat us deep. We're going to user Jackson. Watch for this route here. If they want to take that short pass inbounds, we're going to let them have it. We're going to switch to a cover 4 here. They spiked the ball. Wasting it down. That's okay. We're going to call another cover 3. Kept in bounds. Nice. Thank you, Alexander. Coach Wade is locked in right now. We don't want to let him get anything over the middle here. And it's an interception. Go down, Hanks. Go down. Give yourself up. That is the ball game. Huge play from our transfer corner. Got him in the portal. He's an absolute beast. And this is exactly the kind of win that we need in this second half of the third season of the Dragonslayers Dynasty. Huge. Read it like a book. We knew they were passing. I mean, yep, we're just going to kneel it out. And that is a huge, huge win. They were 5-1 coming in. Kept the composure. Didn't panic after that Brock Glenn horrific interception in the red zone. Because, I mean, he really should have had the easiest touchdown in the world there. The read was right. Horrifically overthrew Bo Jackson. And that's this pick 6 that you're seeing right here. But it's okay. It's okay. We got to win, and we're winning in conference. That's what we need. We need to get to the conference championship. We're going to look at some stats. I mean, we dominated them. 25 first downs to their 9. Almost 200 more yards of offense. Look at how many. 233 yards on the ground. That's going to be great for playing style, which, if you remember, might have been the reason that Bo Jackson was considering a transfer. 11 for 16 on third down. Playing on Heisman, too. So, we're not cheesing it over here. I don't know if I really think the Brock Glenn should have gotten player of the game for this performance. Not very good. Not exceptional. Bo was awesome. 27 for 131. Had a touchdown. And then through the air, I believe, we had Jalen Elder, 6 for 99. Nobody else really to speak of, just kind of spread it around. And I do think, yeah, Brock Glenn, I guess he did have 70 yards on the ground. Hold up, we're going to turn this fan on. Gets a little hot in here. So Brock Glenn did have, and he had that massive run to set us up in the red zone. No sacks allowed from the offensive line, so great day from them. And then let's see. Nanam Diogboko, he's been awesome. 2 tackles for loss. Shaquez Alba with 1. Odin Jor with 1. Kenny Pete with 1. No sacks in the game. But then that big interception at the end by Ben Hanks Jr. to seal the win. He has been a huge pickup, especially after last season when essentially our entire cornerback room either graduated or transferred. So that was a huge win. We still only have 1 loss in conference play. So that is huge to keep us in the running. 3-4. We have played a tough schedule. So that 3-4 I think it looks worse, but we are also going to see how recruiting goes. I'm a little bit terrified. But I think we have a shot at getting at least one of these 5 stars. Maybe not. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe we're shooting a little too high. We don't see a commit screen. We get locked out on the 5-star. On our 5-star quarterback. Oh, man. That is brutal. Championship contender goes up to a C-. I don't know how much that will really help. Playing style, you can see Bo Jackson no longer on the list. I think our play style is fairly good. Tough. This 4-star running back, Jaleel Higgins. I think we can get him, because again, Bo, there's a chance that even if he does stick around, that he's gone for the draft at the end of next season. So we do need to think about his replacement. But Jeremy Camara committing to Texas Tech after we invest all the time and energy into him. That's tough. That's tough. We really wanted him. We wanted him so badly. And because his deal breaker is playing time, there's virtually no shot that he flips. So we'll take him off the board. And Winogo, there's simply no chance that we're getting him either. Simply no chance. It seems our dreams of landing a 5-star will have to wait yet another year. I mean, I'm stunned by how little that went up. We just don't have the grades for him. And when we're competing against Auburn with a tier 5 pipeline and likely much better grades, it's kind of over. Matthew Seitz, if we don't improve our playing style for Thumper, which I have to remind myself what it is, it's not going to happen anytime soon. We've got Boyd, who's going to come as a dual threat. He's okay. That's probably the best compliment I can give him. Again, we're kind of running back university now. Our only 4-star last year was a running back. We've gotten more 4-stars this year. I know that sending the house becomes a little bit more ineffective, and our grades are fine enough that we can hard sell on this pitch. So we'll hard sell whatever the coach stability. This one. We'll hard sell him on the clutch. Come here, Jaleel, and be clutch. We won't offer Stoke right now. He's just a 3-star. Kind of a backup plan. Skipped over wide receivers on accident. There are a couple 4-stars that we might recruit. We obviously didn't have the hours before. But if we bring a bunch of 4-stars in, again, we haven't scouted really any of these guys. This guy doesn't want to come. Chester Branson doesn't want to come because we have so many of these guys on our board. A lot of these guys are route artists. So I don't know. But Alton Winbush I like because we have a guaranteed A- on his proximity to home. That's not going to change, so we can keep him around. He is only 5'9", 181. So even though he is a 3-star, 88 speed on a 6'3", 187-pound wide receiver. I kind of like that. Awareness is low. But I think we're also going to put 50 on Sanders, even though he is a 3-star. We've got a bunch of route artists. I don't really know. I suppose we can go in and offer these guys scholarships if they want to come. We'll have them. Hello, hello. We're in the middle of the 2027 season, just kind of cleaning up the recruiting board. But I think these are the two guys we really want. Unfortunately, we're not going to get Ezekiel Winogo. I wanted him so badly, but we had 50 hours, the ideal pitch, and we just didn't move at all. So that's quite unfortunate. We've been recruiting Enrique Willis, although we put Hawker on the board again because he's a 4-star that's getting no offers. Physical route runner, come on down. At tackle, we've already recruited Andre Olujari. He's going to be a great add for our offensive line. We had 50 hours on this left tackle who is a gem, and we're making great progress on Nick Duggan. At guard, we had Tommy Santucci commit, another 4-star on the line. So recruiting is going decently well. Now, do I think we can get Pat Van Ness? I do. Simply because our grades are phenomenal for him. Playing time A+, play style A+, coach stability B+. We've got the week 10 visit. We're probably going to want to add some other people to support that visit. Daniel Nash, we may offer him a scholarship simply so we can schedule him a visit and boost Pat Van Ness. Although the playing style, I gotta check these. What is the playing style on a middle linebacker who is a thumper? And we're gonna check what our rushing yards per game is now 126. It's in the B+ range, so we love to see that. That was a huge game for us last week. Excuse me. We're gonna look though at middle linebacker thumper. Just want to see where we're going wrong. Total tackles. So I guess we need to get the defense on the field more. I don't know. Maybe it's total tackles with middle linebackers. I'm not like too concerned over it. We're gonna check it. I know we only have 2 guys, so we're a little bit further down. But nobody has a 5-star in the American. Makes sense. We're tied for the most 2-stars with Tulane. So I do feel pretty good about where we are, even this early. We're going to exit recruiting. I think Brock Glenn did play a lot better. Obviously, he had the one egregious overthrow. But he played better. So we're going to keep him in against North Texas. Last thing we'll check, actually, I guess, is I don't know if there were any injuries that last game. But this is a game we should win. And, of course, as I say that, we open ourselves up for... tight game. We have no injuries currently, so we have stayed remarkably healthy. That was not the case last season. We had our only 2 wide receivers worth a damn go down pretty early. We're gonna wear the All Blacks. I love them. They're my favorite uniform that UAB has, and they fire Coach Wade up. Last season our 2 wide receivers, our only 2 wide receivers were worth a damn got injured. I'm still bummed about the 5-stars. I wanted to get our first 5-star in this 3rd season. I thought I picked the ones that we had the best shot at. We had the pipelines on. Obviously no 5-stars had us in their top 10, so we picked the ones we had the pipelines on. We went hard, and we simply couldn't get it done. Let's see where we're at. 3rd down alert. Take control. Keep the drive alive. 3rd and 7. We are gonna call double in sail. Let's read this defense. Looks like they're playing a cover 3, so I think Jackson is going to be open. Or our tight end, if we can get the pass. Oh my God, what a catch by Bishop. Next season. Yes, we're going to improve. We're going to get some wins, and we're going to have better grades next season. What a catch. It was a risky throw. It was the higher, but not a risky throw, but we were going to either... that wasn't going to get picked off, but this is a cover 4, so underneath or the comebacker actually to ring should be easy. Easy money. Easy money. So we move the sticks. We're in the red zone. Now it's time to take advantage. Visiting recruits. We had Boyd. Again, they're playing that deep zone. We could run this ball, but I think this will be a successful look. Pick up the blocks, and Jackson gets down to the 9-yard line, 2nd and 2. I don't know if I love this. I'm happy with the dive to the side where I think we're going to have the better blocking. And this is simply too easy. This is McReynolds, not even Bo. But that was simply too easy. We audible into a look that was good, and we're rolling here. We are rolling. 3rd down. It looks like, I think we had, can we see? If we go into Super Sim. Fumble recovered by Ty Jackson. So we forced a fumble. Play options. Play key moments. Okay. I was hoping I could get back into the screen, and we could. So this looks like another cover 4. Bishop might be open, and if he's not, then we have We have our wide receiver coming back. That's Bryce Kane. Comes back to the ball and gets that first down. Now we're in the red zone yet again. Bryce Kane has been awesome. They've got a lot of guys in the box. So I'm going to set... I want to actually just... I want to audible, but we don't have the time. This is not a good look. But Bo Jackson just out... Or that's actually Braylon McReynolds again. He's getting a lot of work. I'm wondering if Bo Jackson got injured or if he's just got a pretty high wear and tear on right now. But he's going to go down. He's got a high risk of injury, our senior running back. That is okay because we have a beast, although Collins is in now. They have a lot of guys here. We're going to send Collins on a route. We're going to just send him on an out route. And we hit him, but he can't get out of there. He doesn't lose any yards. Braylon McReynolds will return soon. But I think, with him going down, I want to say that Bo might have gotten injured. No. So maybe that was just his spot on the depth chart. Okay, so it's third down. I don't think this is exactly what we want. We don't have a lot of time. We're going to call a timeout. I know it's early, but we're in the red zone. I don't just want to panic and call a play. I want us to get a good look. We're playing smart. He's got the inside leverage on Collins, but that might clear it out for Ring. There's only one safety. They're playing the zone. We're going to look at Kane over the middle too. We couldn't fit it into that window. There was just a little window to get it in there. I don't know if that was greedy. But we couldn't get it. But that kick is easy money. We go up 2 possessions. And again, this is a game we should be winning. And it looks like an interception by Ty Jackson. I think that yardage count is wrong. But we get the ball on the 1 yard line. Easy money. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. McReynolds back in the game. Bo is getting taken out a lot. And we can't get over. Unfortunate. He's got a high risk of injury. So I would like to take him out. Hello, viewers. If we just call a slant. Oh, and that was not the right read. They baited me. I thought they were blitzing. That was not a good read. They're going for it on 4th down. Or not. They want me to block the field goal. Coach Wade. This is a crazy long field goal. It's got to be 55 yards. Jesus. North Texas, their kicker has an absolute leg. Somebody recruit him to the MLS. I heard the Chicago Fire need a new forward. Oh my, and it is a tie game. That's just brutal. We lose all the momentum. We should have scored. Looks like they're playing cover 2. Playing cover 2, so we're going to call tight end corner. We're going to look for Bo on this Texas route. And Bo's open. They sent the blitz, and it looks like we did get the first down. We did get the first down. Unexpected. 2-minute drill. Get some points. We're not dominating this team in the way that we should. This looks like another cover 2 man concept. They're pressing Ring. And I just stared him down. I didn't make any read there. Getting rattled. Getting rattled is not what we need now. Call cover 3. Watch out over the middle. We're going to user Jackson. And Pressure gets home. So they're going to have to settle for another lengthy field goal. They don't get it. They've got 2 back. This is definitely another cover 2 look. We might be able to beat him with Bishop over the middle. Depends on what that linebacker does. He drops back into coverage. But we beat him with Elder. That's a beautiful play. We're going to call that hurry up offense. Slot fade. They're still in that same look. We're not going to be afraid to throw it to Jackson. Just keep those chains moving. Brock Glenn has been bad today, but it will all be redeemed. This is not the play I wanted to call. This is not the play I wanted to call. They've got 3 back. Got to find some green, and that's what the... I don't know what I'm doing. We're not playing mistake-free football, and that is a big issue. Why they are leading 13-10. 3rd and 4 ever. The defense is... I'm just throwing just some picks where I'm not being patient. Another just unbelievably long field goal. They don't make it. We just have to play smarter. Mistake-free football. I mean, this is a good run look. Let's check the blocking. Center's responsible for the linebacker. And we just don't get anything. We're going aggressive yet again. I don't trust our kicker. And if they drop... I can't see that corner. But we went deep and were rewarded. Let's go, Bryce Kane. Big dog play. I couldn't see the outside corner. I didn't know if he had dropped down to cover that short route. So we went with Bryce Kane. We said 1v1. We believe in our boy Bryce. And he goes up and he gets it. That is a huge, huge play. On 4th down, no less. We simply had to have that. We simply had to have that. So this looks like a cover 2. We're going to see where those linebackers go. And George Ring, he's too fast. He's simply too fast. We knew if they were playing a man defense, he was going to get open. Let's go. And the Blazers, they're actually making some moves through the air. Those earlier misreads, they're forgotten. George Ring, our freshman transfer from Ohio State, is just absolutely no match. The North Texas defense is absolutely no match for George Ring, for these wide receivers. Red zone alert. Take advantage. We're on the 16. This game is starting to feel pretty comfortable. Now we've got Bo. This is a very, very good look. I thought we could get through that hole, and I wanted to for Bo. We need to get some yards, some rushing yards with him. Got these blocks on the outside. And Bo with a filthy spin, and he just picks up 7 yards easily. Easily. Has not gotten the most yardage today. We got to resist the temptation to sprint, and it pays off big time. Bo Jackson. Only 69 yards today, but he's been playing well. They're crowding the box. We're going to call quick slants. If they do blitz, we're getting it out to Jackson. We get absolutely blown up there. Absolutely blown up. This is not, again, not what you want to run into. We'll call a little play action. And Bo should be open. Bo gets the touchdown. And that should put the game out of reach. That should put the game out of reach. They're going for it on 4th down. 4th and inches. Let's dial up a blitz. Stay tough. We're covering the running back. He's our responsibility. They're not getting out into the flats. And a big sack from Kenny Pete. And now we're in the red zone again. This is a blowout. This is I mean, it was close for a while there, but I think our team has shown we want to flip it to the other side. We're asking George Ring to block on the outside, which is tough, but Bo Jackson has too much speed. He gets 9 yards. He's over 100 on the day. We had no need to be concerned. We just needed to put the game out of reach. I like the run to the left side actually a little bit more. Collins gets the first down. Marquise Collins. He's our 3rd string running back. I like how in this year's game you get the rotation. We have some additional heroes. And Collins, we don't even need to do anything. Just move that stick forward. 37-13. Just a great showing. A great showing from the boys. They pushed it down the field a little bit. We're not worried. Maybe we're hoping to get a pick, tackle, something. We get the tackle. I mean, we're not going to hold them. They're going for the onside kick. We're going to skip it. We'll recover that. 3rd down. Keep the drive alive. Chew this clock. This will be our last play, it appears. 18-point win. We feel pretty good about that. Try and reach for it, but 4th down, keep the drive alive. I mean, we're just trying to chew the clock. It'll drain out here. We're not even going to call the play. And we get back to 500, 4-4, 2-0. First 2 games of this stream for the Dragonslayer Dynasty. Bo Jackson is your player of the game. 102 yards, cracks the century mark on 17 attempts, 2 TDs. Hopefully he is happy with how we have been playing since we've come back from the Saturday stream. Reading the ball a little bit better. Still obviously making some mistakes, making some bad reads, but I at least feel like I understand what I'm looking at after Coach Wade did a little bit of prep. 180 yards on the ground. That's awesome. And we held him to 51 on 1.9 a carry. Yikes. Great on 3rd down. They were abysmal. We did turn the ball over 4 times, including 3 interceptions from Brock Glenn. I mean, it's not Jalen Kitna levels of I cannot stand this quarterback, but he's not been the best. Part of it is on me too. Bo averages 6 yards a carry. Another phenomenal day. No touchdowns through the on the ground, but he did have a touchdown through the air. George Ring also with a house call that was just a phenomenal play. Got by the defense with his 98 speed. Bryce Kane, a little safety net catch. He also had an incredible catch in the game. So these 2 are 2 top receivers. Redshirt freshman George King, again from Ohio State, and Bryce Kane, the junior. They were key. They were key today. And Bo got a touchdown. Let's check the blocking. Let's see. Carmelo Clay, he did allow 1 sack. But on the whole, they played well. 2 tackles for loss for Eamon Smalls, Nnamdi Ogboko, and Cornell Burden, although it looks like Burden is injured yet again. He was injured, I believe, earlier in the season. He was injured last season. So that's unfortunate. We're going to have to see what that is. Ogboko with 2 sacks, and then we had a ton of sacks. Looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sacks. That's beautiful. And then Ty Jackson, a middle linebacker, with the interception. So that is huge. We get back to 500, still only 1 loss in conference play. So our dreams of playing in the conference championship still alive. We are going to check out the injury report. Maybe it'll show next week. But it did show an injury for Cornell Burden, which we don't love to see. But we are playing well in this second half of the season after the break. We got locked out on a ton of players. Although I don't know how actively we were recruiting a lot of them. Let's see. Our championship contender is up to C+. We are 1 spot away from being in the B-. Nobody is trying to transfer over that anymore. We've got some offensive linemen that are apparently wanting to transfer over brand exposure. Playing style, we could lose Hanks. Not ideal. Let's see. Chester Branson. A lot of these were the Ezekiel Winogo. He goes to Stanford. Unfortunate. Pat Van Ness goes to Illinois. I didn't realize he would commit that fast. We're out on a bunch of these wide receivers that we didn't put hours into, but we had just added to the board and made an offer to. Antoine Winbush and Antonio Sanders. I think we have a good shot at getting him, although I don't love that LSU is on the list and he is from Baton Rouge. I don't love to see that. Tyler Mack has locked us out. Patrick Boyd we will get fairly easily. Seems like no competition. And Nick Duggan I think we'll also get. But slightly unfortunate. Ty Jackson, American Defensive Player of the Week. Our middle linebacker with a great season. Let's see, who's in the running for the Heisman? Curious. Demond? I think this is a real player too, so I don't know his name. Williams Jr. for Texas, 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Also getting it done on the ground a little bit too. Eli Holstein, I don't know if he has won the Heisman or just led Pitt to an awesome season last season. Keelan Russell. I watch Bengals Dynasty series on occasion, and he's been very good in that dynasty. So interesting Heisman watch list. I did want to check our conference standings, see where we fall. We're in good shape. 3-1 in the conference. Rice is undefeated, which is kind of wild to me. But again, we are on a 3-game win streak, which with our motivator perks means I believe that means every single position got a boost. No. That's I think our offensive coordinator with Architect. Yes, so all of our quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, offensive linemen, defensive backs, and linebackers get a boost for a 3-game win streak, which we are on right now. So that is huge. We also wanted to see the injury report, see how Cornell Burden is doing. It doesn't look like we have any injuries, so perhaps that little medical symbol at the end of the last game was for nothing. But I do want to check our defensive tackle and just see if he's in. Yep, he is in. 82 overall as a true sophomore. The sky is the limit for him. And I don't know, I have the auto progression set on, so I don't know if some of these players are progressing automatically as they get these XP boosts during the season. But Bo Jackson, 780 yards. He is feeling good about his playstyle deal breaker, although we are right on the edge, so we'll need to keep running the ball. His career wear and tear is starting to wear down a little bit, but he's still got a lot for the season, and we're already 8 games in, so feel pretty good about that. But I think we might have our 2 of our running backs transfer up. So that is tough. We're going to go back into recruiting. Lost a lot of guys. Seeing this screen brings me pain. Winogo is gone. We still can't recruit Matthew. I'm going to keep him on the board just in case that changes, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Jaleel Higgins we're making great progress on. I'd love to bring him in, potentially for a visit. Antoine Winbush. Don't love to see that, or Alton Winbush. Don't love to see that LSU is also recruiting him. Antonio Sanders. Oh, we know we have one very bad grade for him. We jumped into the front on the 3-star. Nick Duggan, we're closing in on. We should get him before Cal can catch up. Pat Van Ness is not going to go down on his deal breaker for playing time, so we're going to remove him from the board. We have lost him. Boyd will get fairly easily. Tyler Mack has locked us out. Josh Petty, the middle linebacker. We can see who's on his visit, although I think we just removed Van Ness. Oh, that was silly. Now he's not going to come on his visit. Well, we can bring Nash in on this visit, if only to be a compliment for Josh Petty. So we know he likes conference prestige. We don't really care about him all too much. But we do care about Petty. 4-star middle linebacker. Let's see if we have any other defenders that we can bring in on a visit that week as well. It doesn't look like it. We got locked out on all these. These are just 4-stars that weren't getting recruited, so I'm not too torn up about it. Willis still is kind of locking us out for playing time. I don't know if anybody else we can even bring that would be complimentary. Interesting. We do have another 50 hours. So I might bring Higgins in. Just on a bye-week visit. Bye-week visit. Good playing style. And then... let's see. Let's bring in this 3-star wide receiver, this contested specialist. We do want him too. Let's bring him in this week. Family visit. I think we're not going to bring Duggan in on the visit. Boyd we already had in. Helton, we don't have enough spots on week 10. So we don't need to necessarily worry about bringing him in. Dylan Dog is so sick of a name that we're going to start recruiting him without even knowing anything about him. Dylan Dog, just imagine having him in a middle linebacker position, and maybe he'll be phenomenal too. So okay, we don't have any new commitments. We'll likely get Duggan soon. We should get Boyd this week. Matthew Seitz, I just wish our playing style was good enough to get him. We do stand another shot, another 4-star. 2 other 4-stars actually. I think we can get Higgins and Petty, and maybe even Winbush. And I think our record is only 2, so we've already gotten 2. So any more is going to be a record number of 4-stars for us. Recruiting does come along a little bit more slowly than I was anticipating, which we went after 5 stars. We're probably not at the 5-star level yet. We need to play a little bit better on the field. But we are going to play at Army. Always a tough team to play with their unique style of offense. We're gonna do the whiteout, and we'll have them wear their current homes. And as always, Coach Wade plays the moments. So we've rebounded quite nicely in this second half of the 3rd season stream. We started the stream 2-4. We're now 4-2. We're on a nice little 3-game win streak. And it sounds like it's the final home game for Army. So hopefully we can ruin these seniors' day. And now it's 3rd down. I saw Nightmare through a pass incomplete. Why is he in? is the real question. Brock Glenn has dislocated his shoulder and he's out for the game, so the true freshman will get a chance to prove his abilities. I think that they are in a zone, but we have George Ring easily. We get it out quickly. It's third down again. It's a 3rd and 9. I don't know how much faith I have in Nightmare's accuracy, but this looks like it's going to be a blitz. We're either going to have, I think we're going to have Bishop or Jackson open. And we needed a more accurate throw. And I think if that's Glenn, he gets it in there. We just don't lead him quite enough. And they score. The defense needs the help. We score somehow. There's a lot going on. We're blitzing. There is absolutely no one in the stands. Absolutely no one in the stands. And the middle is just, simply too open. Suppose that was our responsibility. Apparently we got an interception for a touchdown, it looks like. So we had run that blitz look in the last time we were on defense. We're going to fake them out here. And their quarterback is just moving, but they should settle for the field goal here, unless they actually are going for it on 4th down. The flex bone yet again. Cover one hole. So we're gonna blitz, bring everybody down, and get that flex bone out of here. UAB, the Blazers, with a beautiful defense. And we're in the red zone. Let's get Nightmare an easy completion. Looks like they're playing cover 4. Good blocks, and Bo can't quite get to the edge. But that's exactly what we need on the 2. It's Bo still back in there. And they just shed the blocks immediately. I honestly have hated getting this close to the end zone. I feel like our offense has just stagnated more times than not. Can't get the blocks on the edge. And I don't want to throw it here, but just the runs have not seen any success at all. Terrified of running here. And we try to throw across the body. We're not settling for the field goal. We've been playing aggressive all stream and it's worked out. The goal line. And Mayer finds Elder. That's a beautiful, beautiful throw. Nightmare makes it look easy. We get the 6 points. We're going to get 7. Jalen Elder just beats his man. Nightmare. Looking great. Comes in injury relief. The true freshman. Taking over for Brock Glenn. Let's see. We have the bodies to block. Nobody is blocking that middle linebacker. Nobody's blocking that middle linebacker. We're going to see if we have time for the wheel. No, we're going to take the easy completion. A bit of a hospital ball. We don't have a lot of time. We're in the red zone. Clock is ticking. We have 3 timeouts. 10 seconds shed off the clock. I think they won't expect the run here. Bo Jackson with a beautiful spin move. Oh my, let's see that one again. He makes it look too easy. That platinum 360. Oh, and he's kicking. He's dancing. he is doing the worm on the ground. He's doing the worm on the ground. Unbelievable. That was awesome. Let's see that spin move one more time. Bo Jackson just making him look absolutely silly. I can't believe he did the worm. Oh my. I've been letting them do their... Oh, and an interception by Ben Hanks Jr. Oh my, and we have a chance to go up 35-14 at halftime. Jackson's got his Heisman tier ability. We are going to give him the rock. Stadium pulse is non-existent. We can't quite get there. We're going to call a timeout. I don't know what I was thinking with that inside zone. Team's balling out. They are balling out, Ball Alexander. Kane looks like he has that outside leverage. That's a tough throw to make. We might just wait for Jackson on the route. What a catch, Bryce Kane! Let's go! Man, it feels good to just be putting the beat down on some teams. Bryce Kane, a beautiful catch. We're going to watch that one again in all of its glory. Bryce Kane, our junior wide receiver. A beautiful throw by Nightmare. Puts it right where only his man can go up and get it. Gets the toes down. Bryce Kane, beautiful catch, beautiful throw from Nightmare. He has looked great in injury relief. The true freshman. They're going for it on 4th down. It's getting late early. It's not even the 4th quarter. But Army, they sense the blood in the water. The team is looking good. And that was my man, but I got faked out. Cornell Burden, our often injured star elite dev defensive tackle. I feel like he is always coming off the field whenever we are taking control. Seems like they settled for a field goal. It's 4th and 2. They continuously go for it from this down and distance. I don't entirely know how to defend this. I'll be honest. I have not taken that class in school yet, but it looks like the Blazers took that class. They studied the film. They know how to stop it. 3rd down, keep the drive alive. We're on the 20, 3rd and 8. Okay. Bryce Kane. Bryce Kane is the look. This looks like a cover 2. Easy cover 2. I think Bryce Kane's going to get open. And, oh, that was a hospital ball. That was a hospital ball. We are going to kick the field goal. We're going to take the points. It's a little boring. But we've gone for it on other... Oh, my God. Oh, our kicker needs to be banished to the Shadow Realm. He is truly terrible. I miss Jonah Delange maybe more than any other player, but Vakari Swain gets an interception. We're on the 12-yard line. The defense has been playing lights out today. Let's see what the blocking looks like. I want this play going the other way. I want a little bit more space for Bo. Although we do lose the numbers advantage with the blocks. Bo still somehow turns that into a 1-yard gain. That should have been, he should have been caught in the backfield. Okay, it looks like they've got one back. This is either going to be a blitz. It's not a blitz, so they had one over the middle. But Bryce Kane, Nightmare, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, some good with the bad. Hasn't thrown for a ton of yards. McReynolds, let's see how the blocks look. It looks like we've got the personnel to get this off. Gets the first down. We are just a yard away from pay dirt. The team has looked so good today. It's almost like a different team. Or maybe I'm different behind the sticks. Coach Wade has infected me. Collins vultures another touchdown, but we don't care. The beatdown is well underway. Marquise Collins. And just to, you know, I'm confirming for myself as much as I am for the chat. Still on Heisman difficulty. Straight out the box. We don't mess with the sliders. Just play on Heisman. Team is just looking far, far better. They score. And now it's our turn to keep the drive alive. Definitely going to go into chew clock here. I'm not concerned that we're going to somehow bottle this game. A couple more first downs, though. Should done and dust it. And I thought there might be a hole. I thought there might be a hole there. Third down, take control of the ball. Take control of the play. I think we'll get to the 2-minute timeout before the play clock expires. Tune into the Ocho 8th play of the drive going on. I don't know if you guys can hear the commentators, but that was funny. We're going to let the 2-minute warning go. And we'll get a little fun with the slip screen with Jackson. Couldn't quite get out of it, but that's okay. We'll go for it. Our kicker has been, again, atrocious. We've got a commanding lead. See if they blitz. They do. And I make Nightmare's debut look even worse. With the third interception, we just got a little greedy there. We don't need to play any of these moments. This game is well in hand. So Coach Wade cooked. In the second quarter, we put up 28 on him, and it was pretty much cruise control from there. Let's see who the player of the game is. We might have missed the player of the game. Chat, did you see who the player of the game was? Maybe there was no player of the game. We didn't have our best day offensively, to be honest with you. The offense kind of ran pretty ugly, but Army turned the ball over 6 times. Dub streak, yes, that's the 4th dub in a row. 6 turnovers for Army. Oh my God, the defense showed up. I mean, I guess the offense did too, but oof. House Hedney, 8 for 2. This is a stat line to forget if you're Army. For UAB, Nightmare. I mean, I did throw the 3rd pick at the end there. Brock Glenn started the game, separated his shoulder. We'll see if he can come back next week because, I don't know, 68 overall quarterback doesn't really inspire me. He played well enough to get the job done, and we thank him for that. But Bo had a fine game. Collins got a little involved. McReynolds got involved as, you know, Nightmare didn't really do anything on the ground. Excited to see our defense, but I wanted to see Bryce Kane had the big touchdown with the toe tap in the back of the end zone. That was awesome. Elder also caught one. Nothing really to write home about there. Let's look at the defensive though. We did force 4 turnovers. Ogboko, our defensive tackle with 11 tackles. That's what's going to happen when you play against the Flexbone. Defensive tackle is going to get involved. A lot of tackles for loss today. Only 1 sack. They're running the ball most of the time, so that makes sense. Ty Jackson, our middle linebacker, with 2 interceptions. Vicari Swain with another, and Ben Hanks Jr. with the 4th. And then who forced those fumbles? Zendaya. Oh my goodness! While we were in sim, forced 2 fumbles, and I don't know how this is possible. This has to be a bug. Recovered 4 fumbles, even though no other fumbles were forced. And we know that they had the 4 picks and the two fumbles. So Zendaya, our chat named recruit, comes up big, forces 2 turnovers. I didn't even know Zendaya was playing that often. But a demon indeed. and we go from 2-4 to 5-4. So we are on a nice little streak, inching closer to level 24. We get most of our level ups in the off season due to the nature of coaches build out. But we are eyeing. We're gonna need to get 2 players drafted in the first round, so that'll be tough. But we are eyeing this talent developer tree. We've got, it's got just some great perks in there. Some of these other trees, we're nowhere close to the playoffs. And then the recruiting trees, we might save some points and use them to get some transfers more interested when we find out what our biggest kind of positions of need are. I think that could be helpful. We're going to advance the week. Still only 1 loss in conference play. We are looking good. Looking good, in a good position to make that conference championship. Matthew has reached his top 3 schools. At this point, we're never going to unlock his. We went up in brand exposure, and we are agonizingly close to a C-, which C's do get degrees. Playing time, we have a couple guys that want to transfer. Pro potential, again, those 2 running backs, Finn Ibushi, our 4-star bust from last year, and Colby Donaldson. It would be interesting to see where Colby went. Zendaya also potentially transferring. But not, there's some players that we could lose, but, it's none of our best players, I'll tell you that. So I don't feel quite as bad. George Hawker, now there's a bunch of teams in the mix. That scares me a little bit. Zendaya. Oh my god. Somebody get the screen grab. Clip that. Zendaya is the American Defensive Player of the Week. It doesn't show it on this screen, but 2 forced fumbles is what gets Zendaya the recognition. Although no tackles. But this is a hilarious little screen. 0 tackles, 0 assists, 0 tackles for loss. Defensive Player of the Week. That's all about those fumbles, baby. Very funny. Let's check out bowl projections. Are we projected to make a bowl? I'm curious. We're projected to go back to Hawaii. How much has Coach Wade paid the organizers? How much has Coach Wade paid Sheridan to get us back to Hawaii? The man loves being in the tropical climate. We went to Hawaii twice last season, once for a scheduled road game. Zendaya Player of the Week, Clift. Thank you. It's a funny screen. It's a funny screen. Let's check our schedule. So Georgia, again, I cannot believe we played them that tough on the road. This is probably the low point of the season. We're feeling pretty defeated. But we have done nothing but we have put up points since coming back. 35, 38, 42. It's been awesome. We've got a rivalry game right after this bye. Then we've got, and if we win this, we're bowl eligible. If we don't, which I simply feel like we have to win against Memphis. We got to win the Battle of the Bones. We've lost it both of the first 2 years. Then we've got a winnable matchup against Charlotte and East Carolina. Again, could kind of go either way. We'll check those standings because that's going to be important too. Rice, still undefeated. Temple is hot on our backs. We lost to Temple. Again, we did beat Tulane. And I don't think we play FAU this season. So we have a very good shot at making the conference championship for the first time in the Dragonslayer Dynasty rebuild. So I'm excited for that. We're going to go into recruiting. Looks like we have 60 hours to spend. At this point, almost worth taking Matthew off our board. We're making moves. Higgins is coming this week on the bye. So we'll get a little boost to our recruitment here. He knows he's not going to get a ton of playing time behind Bo, but what he doesn't know is that a ton of people are going to transfer. So he should come here, and he knows we love to run the ball. So Higgins, we're going to see where we want to put our other 50 hours. LSU might be running away with this one. Unfortunately. He's got program, tradition, proximity to home. I mean, it almost is worth bailing on this immediately, but we'll stay in it for a little bit longer. We could probably guess this hard sell, and I know that there's that calculator. I might actually pull up the hard sell calculator right now. Hard sell calculator. Switch to this tab. Pull it up for me. We've pulled up the hard sell calculator. He's actually he's in the top 5. So we're gonna look at this. I know one of our grades is a D-, but this calculator, well, also another one of our grades is an A+. So we've got A+, D-. Let's find program, tradition, proximity to home. It's gonna be championship contender, which is a C+. Hard sell. Unless by some miracle there's it's gonna be this one. Hometown hero. Come on, Antonio. Be a hometown hero for UAB. So we're going to put the hard sell on him. We have the hard sell on Higgins. We don't want to exit recruiting. Duggan should commit this week. I think we are so close. B-, B+, D+. I don't know if that's good enough. No, that's B-, B-, D+. B-, B-, D+. Hard sell. Okay, well, I'm just going to check that this calculator isn't broken. No, it isn't. So we're going to go find his hard sell. And we're going to use it. Because, I mean, it is a mathematical formula. Which maybe is a little bit disappointing. But, you know, we want to get this left tackle. So we're going to hard sell on him. Boyd, I thought for sure we would have him. We will have him. I don't need to switch. We'll have him next week. We'll have him as soon as we advance the week. Petty, we're losing ground on a little bit. But we're definitely going to switch to his hard sell. So Petty would be a 4-star middle linebacker for us. Would be huge. Huge for the program. So we're going to put the hard sell on him. He's also coming this week on a visit. Arkansas, breathing down our neck. I believe that's Mississippi State, also breathing down our neck, who have the later visits. We'll see. Our right tackle, Helton. We're going to hard sell him too. Our grades are steadily getting better. Steadily. Slowly. It's a rebuild for a reason. I've kind of liked how hard it has been to recruit this year. We can actually only do. We offer the scholarship to Dog. We're gonna put actually 50 on Hawker on the off chance we actually can get him. So we're putting 50 on Hawker. Nobody has a pipeline tier boost for Hawker, because he's from. Just nobody has in the top 8 has the boost. So I feel at least a little bit good on that. Okay, that'll be all for recruiting for the week. We're gonna advance. It's the bye week, so hopefully we see some commits pop up after this. We get a commit. Nick Duggan, the left tackle, the gem left tackle from Chandler, Arizona. He's coming to the program. Patrick Boyd, the quarterback from Mobile, Alabama. He's coming to the program. Not the 5-star we wanted, but we will take it. We'll take some commits. We get some XP. Let's see if our grades have moved at all. Championship contender is up to a B. It looks like we are knocking on the door of being ranked. That cannot be true. Tulane is right behind us too, so I mean, and we had a really good game against them, so maybe that's also helping. We'll check that. Our brand exposure somehow goes down again. Don't really understand how that's happening. Playing time, Ogboko is for some reason unhappy. Don't really get that either. Huge if true. That would be the first time we've been ranked the entire series. Sanders, the contested specialist, down to his top 3. Mike Petty down to his top 3. We did get a big jump. Gonna see if it's enough. We have to see why Ogboko is interested in transferring out. And then we have a huge game this week against our rival. Let's see. I'm quite confused, actually. Where's the playing time? Great, I think it might be down here. What's the issue? I mean, this is kind of baffling me. He's probably, I have to imagine he's in it. He's in on pretty much every snap. I don't think we've even recruited a defensive tackle either. He needs a minus. So his deal breaker has gone up, which makes me think he's improved within the season. But also, I mean, how much? I guess we can look at stats and see snap count or something. I don't really know how to look at this. We can look at snaps. I mean, Ogboko's playing with the best of them. So he's playing the most snaps of all the defensive tackles, so maybe he just wants more snaps overall. We could also change the rotation so that Smalls plays maybe a little bit less. Although he already doesn't even play that much. But we gotta fix this. We can't lose Ogboko. We do have the running backs to keep fresh. I do remember we did change that. Tight end, or defensive. Did they just lump defensive tackle in with defensive end, or did I miss a defensive tackle? Oh man, I really hate this because I don't want Burden to keep getting injured, but I don't want Ogboko to transfer, so we're gonna have him grind out the wear and tear. I forget which one is gets subbed out more. The quarterback will be the helpful one. Quarterback, yeah, it's 0-1, so the quarterback never gets subbed out unless of injury. So we're gonna move these down too. That is what it's gonna take to keep our star. I'm pretty sure, if we just view the roster, I'm pretty sure Ogboko is the best player on the team. Second best behind Ring, who I do think is also improved in season, which is excellent. Yeah, Ogboko, 88 overall. One of the best players on the team. We really don't want him to transfer, especially for something as silly as playing time, because we can give him that very easily. Okay, we're going to clean up the recruiting. Obviously we got some commits there, so we get some hours back. Petty, I don't know on Petty. Beast. Petty, I feel like we have a shot at him. Helton, we should get. Antonio Sanders, wide receiver, should come here soon. Winbush we might bail on. They've got a tier 5 pipeline. They've definitely got better program tradition. There's no shot we get Alton Winbush. It's just not happening. And we've got to be a little smarter about how we choose to allocate the hours. We got locked out of this free safety. Hawker we actually have a shot on. We can't really do much more with him now. But we're gonna put some points. How do we want to allocate this? Higgins is... We're gonna... Honestly, I don't even know if I want this quarterback even as a backup. Tyler Vowles, don't love him. Maybe we'll keep him on the board in case the transfer portal doesn't go well. We might just get a new guy in the transfer portal. We're going to put points back on Dog. We got 150. We're going to put points on Dog. We should put even more on Hawker. We haven't really done anything with Lipscomb. So we'll try and get him in. Daniel Nash. Do we know anything about him? He hates our playing style. We're likely not going to get him. But we'll send in some hours anyway. And then we're just going to finish scouting this running back. But maybe we'll add some people maybe as we continue going. Potentially, but I mean the board, it's looking like this. We've got 4 commits. The offensive line is going to be a lot better. We've got 2 4-stars and a 3-star gem. The rest of the team, I mean, we have some good players that are not graduating. So beefing up that offensive line will be important. We should be able to get this 3-star wide receiver. Maybe we'll get this 4-star middle linebacker. Maybe we'll get the 4-star running back. We're not getting this wide receiver. That's why I pulled out the points. Just not happening. And more help still could be coming. So I feel pretty good about this class. I mean, if we look at just the American, it's still down there, but that's a quantity, not a quality thing. We're still signing guys. We're getting better along the way too. And if we have a good enough season, we're going to get more hours to recruit next year. So this is the rivalry. This is the Battle of the Bones. We've lost it. I'm pretty sure we played it at Memphis last year too. So I don't love that we're playing it at Memphis again. They'll go with the All Blues. We're playing the Moments. We've never gotten a win in the Battle of the Bones, and Coach Wade is hungry for it. So let's get into it. We've got 3 games left this season. We need to win 1 to become bowl eligible. So it's big stakes on the line. We've never won the rivalry, and we've always been bowl eligible. So this would accomplish both of those goals with one fell swoop. This is the year. This is the year to win the rivalry. We're locked in. Gonna get some more water after this game, but this game I'm locked in. 3rd down, take control, keep the drive alive, just off a 5-yard rush from Bo. We're on the 47. Call a little stick concept. We'll see. Okay. So they're playing a cover 3 with the 1 deep. Linebacker's a little off. They're playing a cover 3. Which means middle of the field open. And that's a beautiful, beautiful route by Ring. And Brock Glenn is back for this game. So he separated his shoulder, but he is big. Oh, this is... I don't know if I love this. We don't have good matchups on the line. That is going to be something to watch out for. But Bo hurtles into the end zone. And that's that animation I was talking about. He just jumps and he gets some air. He gets some hang time, and he gets into the end zone. Bo Jackson. Just, I mean, come on. Come on. Look at that kind of like a big dolphin dive. We're back in the red zone. These are the opportunities we need to capitalize on. Okay, let's see. Count the bodies. See if we have the numbers. They're a little spread out. And we're running to. Great block. Bo gets to the edge. That's a 4-yard gain. We'll take 4 yards all day. Not the biggest day for Bo yet. but we want to commit to the run. We've got good blocking on this play. Bo gets only 2 yards. I kind of thought that was going to be more. I think that spin might have cost us some yards, actually. Okay. I'm interested in Kane here. I'm interested in Jackson. If we're going to see if they're blitzing. They are blitzing, and we just take the sack. Didn't take the check down. We're gonna take the easy kick. Right into the All-State giving hands. I still haven't even learned our kicker's name. He's no Jonah Delange. But that was, I mean, if he had missed that kick, that's an immediate cut. We'd be having Nightmare take the kicks for the rest of the season. We're back. 3rd down again. It is raining, so that is something to consider. It looks like they're playing a cover 2 man, which means Jackson will have a good route. Kane doesn't have a lot of space, but he might be open. Jackson beats his man. Coach Wade, he went to school. We're playing smart football now. We are playing smart football. We're learning what beats what. Looks like they're playing a cover 3. So we're going to watch that corner. Ring should be the read. Unless, that was not ideal. I think I needed to think about that one a little bit longer. Oh God, I'm terrified of this kick. The wind is also blustery. But it's tried and true. 13-0, early, up early in the Battle of the Bones. Early second quarter, the defense gives up one there. It's 3rd down yet again. 3rd down yet again. We obviously knew they were not going to let this rivalry go easy. They're really sending a lot to the line. We're calling the quick audible. We have to just snap this. Man, we waited too long in the play clock. And that's what happens. I've noticed it's only when you get down in the play clock, that's when those false starts happen. That is brutal. Goes from a 3rd and quite easy to 3rd and medium. They're calling. We're going to actually hot route ring on a curl. Oh, but that is not what we need. And he just can't get it out to Elder in time. They're going for it on 4th down. Is that correct? I don't think so. So I guess it's punt return season in the Dragonslayer Dynasty. We don't get to do too many of these. They don't really give us the moments for the punt returns. And Ring doesn't get much. Ring does not get much. We get 3rd down. The offense does seem to consistently be at least making the defense work. So they've got 2 guys pressed up. This is either a cover 1 or a cover 2 look. So let's try and get some slants over the middle. And we just can't get it out in time. Oh, Elder had it. They want us to go for this. Okay. Coach, I trust you. I believe in you. They're bringing a ton of bodies to the line. I'm very confused as to what defense this is. But we got Kane one-on-one, and he can't make the catch. We had the look we wanted. Red zone alert. Take advantage. We must have gotten, let's see if we can see in the Super Sim. Pass thrown, an interception by Elijah Pratt for 31 yards. I mean, defense absolutely stepping up. We've been a little aggressive. Looks like this is a cover 1. And the tight end is open, but we are just not. We have the eyes downfield. stuff in the line. No. But that was a perfect throw. That was a perfect throw. I was terrified that we were not going to get it past that linebacker. And that was going to be an interception. But Brock Glenn, 183 yards in the first half. He has been absolutely cooking. Looks like we might have Bishop. Bishop with a beautiful catch. Oh, I wanted to stretch for it. We're going to call a timeout. Just so we can think about this play call a little bit more. I mean, I think we just want to go up the gut with McReynolds. Do we have the blockers? It looks like we do. And he can't make it. I don't know what is happening here. But we're calling the same play again, and we're getting into the end zone. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The defense gives up a score in sim. 6-point game. 3rd and 4 on the 46. This is a big one. They're calling a cover 1. So Ring, I think, should be able to get open. Ring with the first down. Sometimes that's all you need. You just need to keep moving those chains. 3rd and 8. We have dominated time of possession, but it's still only a 6-point game. McReynolds has been out so often. I am curious if Bo has gotten injured. Bo Jackson has broken his collarbone. Oh no. Bo Jackson has broken his collarbone. And our starting left tackle has torn his labrum. Bo Jackson has broken his collarbone. I'm in disbelief. I knew he was not out there at all. Oh, we have to win the battle of the... Now the battle of the bones feels a little too on the nose, if you catch my drift. Battle of the collarbones. Sheesh. Okay, we got to win. We simply have to win this rivalry for Bo. He put his body on the line to get us to this point. Looks like we've been spreading around the ball. This is a cool little graphic here. George Ring, Bryce Kane, Jalen Elder. You know the names here in year 3 of the Dragonslayer Dynasty. But that's a brutal, brutal loss. We couldn't make the play. We didn't even get the chance to do the play. Okay. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Let's get a little drag curl. They're getting loud. This is a weird look. I think it's a cover 4 or cover 6. Maybe I am fraudulent. But I knew Ring would be open. Chat, what do you think? Do we kick the field goal or go for it on 4th and 1? It's 38-yard field goal, but I feel like we go for it. I feel like we go for it. Some goal line unders. We just need a yard. We don't have Bo. So we're going to go for it through the air. Run it. Please, please, fucking God, if you false start. And we just pound it forward. We audible to the run at the last second, and that scared me because I thought we were going to get a false start call with the home field advantage. McReynolds is, if Bo is out for an extended period, he's going to have to rack up the rushing yards to keep that play style up enough that Bo doesn't transfer. So it's a double dip. We run it again. We want to get this clock down a little bit. But they are stacking the box now. We're going to audible out of the run here into a little play action. I'm eyeing Ring, especially if that corner bites down. The corner does, and that play action gets blown up. I don't actually know Glenn's play action rating. It could be poor. Looks like we've got a cover 2. So we just... What the actual fuck was that? Excuse me? So we see B wide open, plenty of grass. And then, I mean, did I click onto him or something? Because he just keeps running in. Miscommunication. Brock Glenn not on the same page with his receivers. And now it's a 42-yard field goal. The wind is blowing hard. And it's up and it's... God. I honestly refuse to learn the name of our kicker. Because I just feel I'm so stressed every time he runs it. 2 possession game. They can't move it against the defense in sim. The battle of the bones is getting down to crunch time. We want to run this ball. Oh, God. I don't know if I love this matchup. We try to get forward. We don't get anywhere. It looks like... Hold up. We scored. We scored a touchdown. Oh, my God. Somehow we scored in sim. I don't know what happened. We'll check in the post-game stats. But now they feel pressured to go for it on 4th down. We're up by 15. The Blazers seeking their first win in the Battle of the Bones, and we get deked by the quarterback. And that keeps them alive just a little bit longer. They do score. We're still up by 8. A lot would have to go right for Memphis to get back in this game. And Finn Abushi, our true freshman 4-star running back, forced into the game after Bo's injury. I don't really know his specialty, but I know we are trying to chew the clock. McReynolds. And they call the timeout. I think we have to throw it. We have to throw it. We're only up 8. Got 2 safeties back. The corners are giving us about 5 yards. Oh, and the running back was wide open. I stared the route down for far too long. Our running back was wide open in the middle of the field. And a horrible punt. A horrible, horrible punt in the pouring rain. They need a touchdown. And it is time for us to get a stop. It's time for us to get a stop. Crunch time here. They have enough time that they can run and they can pass. 4-yard gain. We'll give that up. Lining up in 3 wide receiver sets. Coach Wade, this is a big time to get that first Battle of the Bones, as Bo Jackson has exited this game with a broken collarbone. We don't know how long he's going to be out, but it is simply a crushing blow for this offense. And they don't get the first down. The clock continues to run. And we blow up the backfield, but they still get the first down. They're going to go hurry up. We're going to call a cover 2 look. Jackson's watching this side of the field. But wide open across the middle. Oh. Let me give them a man coverage look. And that's my man. And he still gets it out of see, what does coach think we should call? I don't like these plays. We're just gonna call basic cover 3. Don't know if this is the play. We're gonna try and make some magic happen here. Oh, we stop them before they get in, but I was looking for a turnover. Oh, they're on the 1. We try to run out the clock. Does not work. They still have to get the 2. More options. We are absolutely playing that. Play full game. 3 wide receiver set. We're going to bracket him. We're getting on Uboko. And they convert it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But we still have 3 timeouts. And all we need is a field goal. God help us. We get to the 26, 57 seconds. Still got time. We do still have time. They are running a cover 2. Yet again. Or maybe not. Our running back can't hang on to the pass. Two safeties back. This is a little crazy, but we're gonna do it. Oh, and it's a big run. Big run from McReynolds. Oh my goodness. Just made a couple guys miss. And we get it down the field. Timeout. We call the timeout. I don't know what's happening on the screen. I wanted to see the replay. He makes a man miss, and Braylon McReynolds with a big, big run. I did think it was kind of crazy to audible into a run. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, the play... We didn't have any on the play clock. We're putting it in McReynolds' hands again. We're calling a hurry up. Play action, jailbreak screen. Oh, fuck this. Inside zone. And we simply have to call one of the timeouts. We've got 1 timeout left around the 47. I don't know what makeable field goal range is. But I did not realize that the clock still continued to tick. Come on, Elder. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, man. We flipped the side. We're wasting valuable seconds here. Oh, no. We're going to have to attempt. This is a really... It might just be better to go for the Hail Mary. What is happening? Why does it keep going into this screen? Okay, we got to look at the kicker. I don't think our kicker has the leg for this. 59-yard field goal in the pouring rain. He's got 86 kick power. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Do we go for the 59-yard field goal or a Hail Mary? That screen was not the play. There. I made it a harder field goal. I think I'm gonna go for the Hail Mary. Yeah. They don't think our kicker has the leg either. This would be crazy. He does have the arm to get it. And we can't secure the ball. Headed to overtime. Can never be easy with this team. Can never be easy. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm making a call. Heads. We've won the toss. We're defending. I remember when Deion Sanders last season decided to play offense first, which was befuddling to me, to say the least. Okay. They've got a 4 wide receiver set. Oh, I don't know why we want to call a blitz. Okay, it's OT. Let's hold them here. OT in the Battle of the Bones. Big rivalry game. Just, I mean, I clicked on. I shouldn't have. But terrible job of cover. We need a blitz. We need to generate a little bit of pressure. Stop him off on the option. Stop him on the option. Beautiful. I want to get some more simulated pressures. We're going to have to cover this wide receiver though. And we blitz right into the run. Beautiful, beautiful. We're just calling some exotic blitzes. No! Fuck. We just didn't get the pressure in time. Alright, well now, if we can score a touchdown, we do have the opportunity to be ultra aggressive and go for 2. We have not won the Battle of the Bones a single time. Our average passing yards a game, 201. Fairly horrible. The flat should clear out for McReynolds. Or we hit George Ring. George Ring gets us down to the 6. 7 catches, 114 yards. George Ring is a beast. I didn't think they could keep up with him, and they could not. Stuffing. We get a yard, but that's, I mean, that doesn't do much. Doesn't do much. They are stacking the box. They're blitzing. No! Oh, no. No way. No shot. What the actual fuck? So, not a good read. Oh my god. The ball is deflected. Kicked up between his... You gotta clip this. You gotta clip this. Kicked up between his legs. He runs. He gets his hands on it. He even has it. And he drops the ball. That is actually absurd. Horrible read. Horrible read. But it gets deflected. Kicks off his calf. He has the presence of mind to grab it. And then the hardest part, the easiest part, he drops the ball. I actually can't believe that. Okay. This is the ballsiest play that I've ever called. No. They see it. They don't see it. That was I don't know what I'm doing. Simply have to have it. We have the open man. Oh my god. We simply cannot find a way to win the Battle of the Bones. We lose the rivalry for the 3rd straight year. Bo Jackson breaks his collarbone in this game. May this school burn in the fires of hell. I mean, I thought we had this game in the bag. Ugh. We were up 20-7 at halftime. We scored 9 points after that. Bo Jackson breaks his collarbone. And predictably, we can't run for any yards. We have a great game through the air. It doesn't matter. We don't turn the ball over a single time. I mean, we dominated time of possession. I don't even really know where we went wrong, to be honest with you. Ricky Collins. I mean, just talk about a deflating loss. I mean, Brock Glenn had a good game. 338 yards, only 1 touchdown, but 27 for 42. Bo Jackson. Oh god. Braylon McReynolds did have a good game. On the receiving end, I mean, that was the craziest fucking play in the end zone. I believe it was Bryce Kane had the ball in his hands to potentially get us level or set us up in the position to go for 2 and get the win. And he dropped it. George Ring, breakout game, 114, 7 for 114. Jalen Elder, 5 for 90. I mean, I'm willing to chalk it up to some curse. That is some Cornell Burden, who also has the little injury symbol. 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Hanks had a tackle for loss, so did Kenny Pete. Let's at least check. Can we even check the snaps? Maybe not. I was curious to see if Ogboko is protesting and is just, he did nothing. Kind of crazy. Oh man, that one's a gut punch. We were on such a good run of form. We had a fairly sizable lead. Choke it away. True choke artists. Can we see? We'd have to advance the week, or can we see the injury report? Bo Jackson's out for 8 weeks. That is his season. Wow. Broken collarbone for Bo. I'm legitimately upset. That sucks. It's football. It's the name of the game. Memphis plays dirty. They broke Bo's collarbone. They knew that was the only way that they would win. But we will get our revenge. We're vowing it right now. In fact, Coach Wade has just put the Bo Jackson curse on Memphis as punishment for injuring our star running back. And Ogboko still is looking to transfer out due to playing time, which is patently pretty absurd. Dylan Dog, recruited him honestly primarily for the name and because we did need some depth at middle linebacker. Heartbreaking injury. I know. Jaleel Higgins still loves what we're doing. Still got A- playing style. The only sliver of good news is we should beat the snot out of Charlotte. become bowl eligible. I mean, let's see. Is it even feasible for us to make the conference championship? It looks very much so unlikely. We've lost to both Temple and Memphis. We haven't played FAU. We would have the tiebreaker over Tulane, but they would have to lose another game, and FAU would also have to lose another game. Rice still undefeated somehow. So it's going to be an uphill climb to make the conference championship. That's just a brutal loss. The game, the rivalry, you want to win, but it's the injury to Bo Jackson that's just brutal. It looks like I'm glad we kept Matthew Seitz on the board, because it looks like NC State has pulled its offer. Very interesting. I wonder if he'll commit if we don't keep his deal breaker. He might transfer out if we don't, but Jaleel Higgins. I wish we could do something to juice his grades, but don't really want to sway. Got 50 hours. Winbush, I mean, yeah, we are in the top 3, but look at how fast LSU is gaining. We should get Antonio Sanders next week. He should be coming. Petty, it looks like we might miss out on him, or it's going to trigger a recruiting battle. I truly don't know on Petty. Our championship contender dropped. That's going to hurt us. You can even hear it in my voice. Feel so defeated. Feel so defeated with Bo, our hero. But he'll come back stronger, as long as he doesn't transfer out. Which we're very hopeful that he won't. Hawker's recruitment's going to go into the offseason. I feel like we're too late for it to resolve itself in season. I don't even know if I want this quarterback, so I don't. You know what? We need some depth, to be honest. We'll offer him one next week. I'm gonna grab some water quick, and then we'll be back with the Charlotte game. Hopefully to. Oh man! While I go grab some water, use the bathroom real quick. Alexander, help me figure out how I'm gonna cope. How this team is gonna cope with the Bo Jackson broken collarbone injury, because it is just brutal. We're gonna have to learn to play without Bo eventually. You're gonna have to learn how to play without. Can you still hear me? Yes, I think you can. Just confirm. You were gonna have to learn how to play without Bo eventually. Now's the time. Honestly, that's a great point. It's a great point. Stood up, got some fresh water. I need to get some lozenges too. Talking on stream, I love it. Does hurt the old voice. Now is the time. And we are going to get into this game. This has to be an absolute beatdown. It simply must. They are a 55 overall team. What jersey? We're going to go with the all grays. I don't care that we're on the road. We need a little juice. They're green. We'll have them play in their Gold Rush. That's a fun jersey. It is time for Coach Wade and the Dragonslayers. They are fresh off an emotional loss, and they are out for vengeance. And unfortunately, Charlotte just simply happens to be the team in the way. They simply do. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but they do. We're on the road yet again. It's not raining like last time. We're in the red zone immediately. We've already scored, and we're in the red zone again. So they've got 2 deep. Corners are playing about 5 yards out. I like Kane. They're blitzing. They were playing a zone. I didn't read that right. But Glenn's already got a touchdown. We should be able to bully them. This is not a good look to run into. We're going to shift their playing man. Should have made a better throw there. Should have made a better throw to get him open. 3rd and 5. I like Bishop or McReynolds. But I was staring down Ring all the way. He gets the first down. Beautiful play. Faking the jet touch pass. Oh, I don't like this, but I do like a halfback dive. I think we have the blocks. We have the blocks for this. Just be patient. Follow the blocks. Get down to the 1. We get down to the 1. McReynolds is going to have to, and now it's Collins in. McReynolds was going to have to step up big time. Whole running back room is Collins powers his way into the end zone. Beautiful. We go up 14-0. This is exactly the start we needed, although they do score a touchdown there. Red zone alert. It looks like there was a yellow, so it looked like we got an interception. We have scored 3 more? Or maybe, no, we scored 2 more, so I guess we must have taken a 2-pointer or a 1-pointer back for safety. Probably got a safety. I don't know why that confused me so. I wanted to just take our quick check down. That was not the read. I'm not being as patient. They've got 2 deep. We got to see if there's a blitz. Maybe take a check down. There is a blitz. Ring's wide open. And Ring gets the touchdown. Let's go. The boys are mad. The boys are very mad. Big kick, field goal. 4th and 2 or keep the drive alive. We want it all. We want the glory. We're mad. Ring should be wide open. Ring gets that first down easily. We're in the red zone. Let's get some points. Let's get a touchdown. Brock Glenn has been phenomenal against this piss-poor team. Charlotte is unfortunate in that they had to play us after our loss to Memphis. We're patient there, and we get another touchdown. Huge, huge drive, 29-7. They score again, 29-14. It's time for us to get some points. Call a little tight end corner. They've got 2 deep. Elder could get open on this route, but it's not there. We're taking the check down. And we're hurrying it up. But this is a big start. Let's get Ring free. George Ring, big play. Brock Glenn already has 221 yards, and it's not even halftime. 221 yards, not even halftime. Kane might be free over the middle. But I didn't wait enough for the play to develop. We might have Donaldson. Colby Donaldson with his first catch. At least our first catch that we've seen. He has not gotten to the field that often since we signed him, since we recruited him. Colby Donaldson, huge catch. He's in the backfield now. And we're going to call another timeout. We've got one left. We want to at least get a field goal here, so just smart football. Got two deep. Looks like a third, too. I think we want to attack the middle of the field. Finabushi. And we can't get there. We're going to call a timeout. Maybe take one deep shot. They've got a ton of guys back there. We're just going to get some extra yards with Glenn. Get out of bounds, Glenn. And that's got to be a late hit. 34-yard field goal. Stadium pulse is minimal. Non-existent, I should have said. And there's a flag. Looks like they ran into our kicker, but we don't have time to take a shot. So we're going to keep it here. This is a good start to the first half. Wish the defense had held a little stronger. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, that took forever to pop up. We're going to decline. I suppose we're kicking this ball off. We're going to squib it. Again, in the moment, we don't get a lot of kickoffs, which is A-okay, fine by me. And that'll run out the first half, 32-14. Big field goal kick. Special teams university over here. We're centered. This is a long kick with the wind against us, so we're going to need all the power we can get. And that's max power, and that's tried and true right down Main Street. This is the game we needed after Bo Jackson went down to a heartbreaking, broken collarbone in our rivalry game in the rain in Memphis last week. I mean, simply brutal injury. Kane routed up his man. And that's just a beautiful. This is how we should be playing against this team that is not in the same area code, talent-wise. 2nd and 3. Let's check the blocks. And too easy for Collins. Marquise Collins has filled the role of Bo Jackson admirably. I feel like he has just come in and he has run all over Charlotte. We're running a counter. Colby Donaldson with the chance at his first touchdown of his UAB career. And I don't know if we did run that correctly, but he can't get there. We're going to run the ball again. Ibushi, I don't like this look. They're covering to the inside. And that was a blind throw, blind read. We didn't have anything there. We don't need to really stress about this. I think I just want to exercise some demons, put the beat down on. Bryce Glenn, can he do it with his feet? He can. Touchdown. And we should become bowl eligible with this win. It is looking comfortable here in the fourth quarter. Big win, huge win for the program. I mean, you just know Bo's on the sideline. He's watching. He appreciates what this team has done for him. I don't really have enough time to make any adjustments. But McReynolds, wide open. And Brock Glenn, 308 and 3 touchdowns. He has been phenomenal today. The defense has tightened up. Nice to see Colby hit the field, played decent. We'll see his final stats at the end. Collins. Oh, Collins fumbles the football. And Charlotte gets on top of it. Collins, you can't be doing that. Full-blown committee, you can't be doing that. We want to give you opportunities. That simply can't happen. Fumbles are like the one thing we can't excuse here. We're going to look at Ring and Collins. And that was just not the read. That was not the read. Going for it on fourth down, make the stop. I wish I didn't click into this. I don't care. Love the defense. This kind of game, don't care. Oh, I tried to play the ball. Probably better we didn't pick it off anyway. But we're in the red zone. We will continue to play our red zone opportunities. We're going to check the blocking here. Finn gets the edge, and that's a big run. Big run for the true freshman 4-star. Finau, Ibushi, and now it's Collins back in. He might be in the doghouse. He's on thin ice for sure. But that's a beautiful run and another touchdown. Let's just run up the score. We're still angry. We're still angry. 3rd and 4. Give me all the offensive moments. 452 yards on offense today. Kane lit up. He's got some sort of ability. And Collins with the... I mean, that, I don't know how he caught that with the man in his face. We've got another red zone alert. Another red zone alert. I got to chew the clock. Collins. And you know what? We don't want any of our starters to get injured. We are going to mass sub. It says starters, but this was the... I think when you do the moments, there's a little bit of a bug. So we're going to mass sub the backups. If we get stuffed, we get stuffed. Nightmare is in. Daisy, Carmaceo. That means the backup offensive lineman too, so I don't know if we're going to have the best blocks. But we're gonna shift Collins to the other side of the field, where he has a little bit more space to operate. And Collins, big gain. He has been really, really nice. Ibushi gets in. Get one more snap off before the 2-minute timeout. I don't think I had chew clock on. We'll try a jet touch pass. I don't know why the band is still playing. They should have packed their bags, gone home. Nightmare. I honestly don't love how much Collins is getting hit. I'd kind of prefer different running back in, but there's no way we're kicking the field goal here. Oh, Collins bounced off it. I thought he got through. Yeah, we're not kicking it. Let's see what running back comes out. It's Collins again. Daisy can't hang on. It's okay. Fumble recovered by Ben Hanks for 69 yards. We're on the 15. Kind of ridiculous. The defense has just been playing lights out. Shouldn't have run back that far. Should have stepped up in the pocket with Nightmare. But we're just running out the clock here. This will probably be the final play. And we just get a few more yards. 100 yards for Marquise Collins. I believe he's the senior we got in the portal. A senior we hoped we would never need because we had preyed on the health of Bo Jackson, but a senior we unfortunately do need. And the Charlotte faithful have cleared out. Brock Glenn gets us bowl eligible with it. Just a masterful performance. A performance, you know, that's the expectation. But you got to make the expectation the reality. We get our 6th win. Beautiful. We're gonna look at the full stats. I mean, just pure domination. 132 on the ground, 334 through the air. Won the turnover battle, albeit barely. Let's see. So UAB, Nightmare barely got in the game. Glenn was very, very good. Marquise Collins actually played the majority of the snaps. Don't really know why. Don't know why Braylon McReynolds didn't play more of the game. Don't know if he got an injury or if his wear and tear simply got too low. But there we go. Colby Donaldson, 1 attempt, -1 yard. But he did have a catch. If we look at the catches, Bryce Kane led the team with 8 catches for 95 yards. George Ring got 6 for 69 and a touchdown. Colby Donaldson actually caught 3 balls for 27. Big blocks too. Big blocks from Donaldson? Is that what we're saying? Or you're just saying the offensive line played well? So Donaldson, yeah, Donaldson, I think that's his first action since we signed him. And I think the defense played phenomenal, just given how Burden, again, our beast, our workhorse, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. Odenjor, 1 tackle, 1 tackle for loss. You know who we haven't seen? Ogboko. Ogboko has been pretty quiet of late, which does not bode well for us. But we've got one final game before we either make the conference championship or we just head to our bowl game, because we are guaranteed a bowl game now, which is great news. We're gonna check the injury report. Still just our 2. But I am curious because of how little McReynolds got in the game. He is suffering from a little wear and tear. And again, we don't want Reynolds to go down, because if Reynolds goes down, then we have 3 healthy running backs on the entire roster, and Bo's not coming back anytime soon. So I'm happy that they rested him. That coach rested him against an easily beatable opponent. We sign Antonio Sanders, wide receiver out of Hoover, Alabama. Was hoping to see a few more commits on that screen, but we're in a recruiting battle with Mississippi State for the middle linebacker. We level up. That's huge. Let's see if we level up our championship contender to C+. Still have some players at risk of exposure. Playing time, Ogboko. I simply don't know what you want from me. Like, we're gonna have to go into the depth chart and see if we've changed anything. But I mean, at this point, we might just be preparing for a future without Ogboko. We're in 1st on Helton, 1st on Dog, 2nd on Hawker, and 2nd on Vallis. We don't have an offer to him though. Let's check the conference standings. We are buried, although there could be a lot of movement this week. So we've beaten Tulane. We lost to Memphis and Temple. Not ideal. We haven't played. Rice took their first loss. Florida Atlantic is also. It's looking like it's looking quite unlikely that we make the conference championship. To be honest, we're kind of mired in the middle here. But I do think we could make a respectable bowl. I want to go to the depth chart. Is there any way we can get Ogboko more involved? I mean, he's in the 1 slot here. He just needs A-. So I'm wondering, I mean, I know there's these specialty positions over here. But these are the rushing edges, if I remember correctly. Ah, and there it is. So it looks like Burden has been playing over Ogboko, and I don't honestly know exactly what position this is, but any chance Ogboko is like second on a list and can be higher. Ogboko is first here. It may be too late, to be honest. It may be too late. But we should still have at least 2 games left. So perhaps not. Perhaps not. Oh, Higgins. Oh man, that's going to be close for Higgins, but I think West Virginia did just have their visit, which shot them up. He's a school legend, he can't leave. I know Ogboko, it's been frustrating, and I should have checked that before. I really should have checked that before. We'll offer Vallis a scholarship. Winbush. I mean, I think we're going to lose out on Petty. But I don't really know how. I mean, I guess our championship contender and conference prestige don't really compare to Mississippi State. We don't really have any other guys that we even are that interested in. We're going to take Willis off the board. There's simply no need. Hawker, I think we can... Yeah, we know his coach prestige, playing style, conference prestige. Coach prestige, playing style. Where is this one? Standard bearer. Come on, George. Come be our standard bearer. I think we can get George. I believe. And then pretty much... We've got 45 hours. And we still could get Matthew Seitz. Kind of sneakily, because for some reason NC State pulled their offer. Don't know why. Deontay Stoke. I don't know if we really want him. But we've got hours to burn. Could I be going into the prospect list, adding people? Yes. Am I going to this close to the end of the season? No. I don't care all that much because I think a lot of the guys that are going to help us the most are going to be in the transfer portal. Although we have not recruited a single defender this cycle. That is not great. Not great. We'll get some, but we have not recruited a single one this cycle. It's gonna give me bother my OCD that the recruiting is not checked, but we know we're done. Final home game of the season. Let's end strong. We have a far better overall. We'll wear their classic homes. Let's see what uniforms does Coastal have. They've got some nice looking uniforms. Fresh looking uniforms. Oh, I like those. We'll have them wear those. Alright, time for the final game of the regular season. I think still theoretically possible for us to make the conference championship, but highly unlikely. So, we're looking to get our 7th win, set ourselves up for the 8th win of the season in the bowl. But let's finish the season above 500. Taking on East Carolina. Defense needs our help. Not what we love to see is the first moment. They are also 6-5. We're going to go into, let's call it cover 3. Oh no, cover 2. Cover 2 contain. Ogboko, he's in. We want him to never leave the field. And that's too easy for East Carolina. Unfortunate. Third down alert. Take control. Keep the drive alive. Alright. Looks like they're playing a cover 3. Which means... No, that was a horrible read. Oh, man. Oh, and Kane can't get him down, but Glenn goes and gets him. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired, so I feel like the reads are not there. Big third down, make the stop. We're going to call 2 deep blitz. Hoping to confuse him a little bit. Ogboko is in. I was checking. And somehow the pressure doesn't get home. Defense needs the help again. This is not what we want to see. Not what we want to see at all. And a good natural screen. Let's see what coach is suggesting here. Let's get some bodies in there. Come on now. Direct snap, all over it. London Montgomery, you're going nowhere, buddy. I don't even know why I just called what I did. And the pass rush gets home, and who other than Nnamdi Ogboko? I'm pretty sure that was Ogboko. I don't know if that was Ogboko or Burden. I think it was Ogboko, though. Nnamdi Ogboko. No, it was Burden. Of course it was Burden. Cornell Burden. The 4-star. One of our first 2 4-stars. Defensive tackle with elite dev. He has been awesome. Third down, keep the drive alive. We threw a horrific pick off a bad read last time. We don't have the bodies for this. I think they're playing a cover 3. Set the feet, lead them. And George Ring cannot be stopped. The speed is simply too great for these East Carolina defenders. I'm used to playing Coastal Carolina last season, or last college football game. Defense needs the help again. But that was a huge touchdown. Playing 4 wide. They're playing 4 wide. Let's go with the cover 3 look. This would be a good look for them to run in, though. And that's going nowhere. That's going nowhere. Let's call a quick blitz. I'm going on the line. And we stuff them. 2-yard gain. And they run a hurry up. Come on. Come on, UAB. Let's blaze up. Let's blaze on. And great pressure. Great pressure from Cornell Burden. Who else? Ogboko gets all the headlines, but Cornell Burden just steps in and delivers. He's gotten some key pressures for us early in this game. So they keep their 1-score lead. We score a touchdown, it appears, and now the clock is ticking. It's late in the first half. We're flipping this play. Colby Donaldson is in on the screen. They send a blitz, and he had to take too long to come back to that ball. Unfortunate. We're gonna try and go for the 4-point lead here. And it's always tough when it's on the hash. It always makes me just a little nervous kicking those. Playing the moments. Red zone alert. Beautiful. Defense is held pretty strong. We've doubled them in yards. I don't know if I love this look. Let's do a quick pass. Snap the ball. Oof. Oof. I need to change our accelerated play clock settings to, I think I have it set to 15. We need it set to 20. Okay. What is happening? Okay. Please let us continue. Okay. Well, that took forever. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have Kane to stretch the field. And then Mangum wide open. What a throw from Brock Glenn. What a throw from Brock Glenn. Dion Mangum, the freshman. Let's see, do we have the blocks on this? We do, although our offensive line does not seem to have the takes to win those matchups. But Coach Wade has his boys ready to compete. It looks like we definitely have the space, the running room. Finau Abushi, our true freshman 4-star, forced into action with the Bo Jackson injury. And now we've got McReynolds. That was just a poor run. 3rd and goal. This is a big play. I like Ring one-on-one. What am I doing? See, this is, I don't have time to make adjustments. Snap this ball. And George Ring, our freshman transfer from Ohio State, he was one-on-one, and you simply can't do that to George Ring. Excellent touchdown. 3rd down, take control to keep the drive alive. We're still up 11, 2-score game. We're looking for Bishop, Elder, Ring. And we're just going to throw it away. We don't want to take the hit. I know that was not ideal. They're going for it on 4th down. It's that time. We've scored a field goal in Sim. And they can't convert. We're in the red zone. It's time to turn on chew clock. And it is time to win the game. Close it out. Great blocks. We're patient there. McReynolds hasn't had the best game, but he's filled in admirably for Bo. Glenn gets a few yards. Glenn has rushed for 73 on the ground. I don't know how he does it. Simply too easy for Reynolds, who waltzes into the end zone. Take control, keep the drive alive. 34-13. The blowout is on. We might take a shot deep. Ring might have a step. And George Ring with a beautiful, beautiful catch. Oh my goodness. The freshman has really... He's really started to cook as this season has progressed. I believe 98 speed. He got off to a slow start, but as this season has gotten on, he's gotten comfortable in the system. Realizes even though we're not in Columbus, Ohio anymore, we're still playing good, meaningful football. It's been great. McReynolds, another touchdown. And the team has responded admirably since the rivalry week loss to Memphis. I don't know why I clicked. You know what? We are going to go back into... I can't go back into sim. Okay, well, looks like we're going to play this fourth down. "25 rushes for 100 yards. Continue the next moment." And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Wade leads the UAB Blazers to a 7-5 third season, which honestly, I would not have believed it if you had told me before this stream. Because, I mean, we started the stream 2-4, and now we are 7-5. So obviously the heartbreaking rivalry loss, but we've won every other game. We've been reading the coverages, beating the teams, beating down the teams that we should be beating down. And it's been fantastic. 180 on the ground. That'll get it done. 237 through the air. Not as sharp on third down as we usually are. Glenn, obviously one player of the game, but I thought the running backs... Actually, Glenn had 70 on the ground. Glenn led the team in rushing. McReynolds, 2 touchdowns, 53 yards on the ground. Marquise Collins, 6 carries for 29. Pretty much, I mean, there was a ton of players getting carries. George Ring, 4 for 94, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he's just great. Just phenomenal. Jalen Elder, 3 for 49. Bryce Kane, a little quiet for him, 2 for 40. On the defensive side of the ball, Ezra Odenjor, 3 tackles for loss. Ogboko, 2. Burden, 2. Looks like we only got 1 sack, but I mean, just a dominant all-around performance. 41-20, absolutely cooking our fellow competition in the American. Absolutely cooking. And now we advance and we see what happens. We're in a recruiting battle with West Virginia for Jalen Higgins. Our championship contender up to B-. It was higher before though. I think it was B+ at one point before the Memphis game. We had a tough loss. Ogboko still at risk of transferring. And Ibushi and Colby Donaldson may transfer as well. They don't like our pro potential, even though we have Bo. We lose out on Josh Petty, as we feared and thought we were likely to do. Higgins, we'll see if we get him. That one's, again, it's going to come down to the wire. It's a bye week. Let's see how those conference standings ended up. 60. Auburn put up 63 in a game. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams ended at a 6-2 record. You know, see, the thing is, they said that they had a more clear rationale for why certain teams won tiebreakers in this year's game. But honestly, couldn't tell you. What also stings, had we beaten Memphis, we are definitively in the conference championship game. I suppose there still is a shot that we could make it, but that's tough. That's tough. To see your rival. I think they're in, so we'll have to check that in a bit. Let's see what the bracket's looking like for the college football playoff. Auburn, the 1 seed, pretty much all blue bloods. Boston College, the surprise there, along with Louisiana and TCU. We knew Pittsburgh was going to be good with how good they were last year and bringing back the same quarterback, excuse me. Let's see, can we still recruit now? Looks like we can. So Higgins, I still think actually we are going to get Higgins. Playstyle's up to an A+. Stoke will get, because again, I don't think we can have too many running backs with how many are threatening to leave. Winbush, honestly, we're just going to remove him from the board. Petty is gone. Helton is about to commit. He'll commit this week as soon as we hit the advance button. Lipscomb, we've got great grades on him. We'll get him too. He's a team player, and he'll fit in very well at UAB. Hawker, I wonder if we can sway him to a better pitch. Is there one that has coach prestige, conference prestige, championship contender? That's a good one. Brand exposure is not a good one for us. This one's pretty good. So we're gonna put the sway on. The soft sell on what we know is his actual sell. So we'll see if we can sway him. I think that'll make it easier for us to sell him on the school. And I don't think we can, there's no visit weeks available. So we're just gonna advance the week. I don't know if I'll play the bowl game tonight. A little tired. So we'll probably we'll keep going until we get to whatever the bowl week is. We gotten a commitment from Brian Helton, the right tackle out of South Lake, Texas. It's the only commit we'll get. But Vallis has reached his top 5 schools. Let's see, has anything else changed? Brand exposure is the same. A lot of these things are the same as we have been seeing for a while now. Brian Helton has committed. Vallis we could get. Stoke it looks like we're going to get easily. So we'll go into recruiting again. I don't know if we can we still, yeah, we can still put ours. Vallis, we will hard sell him. I'm being a hometown hero. The Alabama kid. Don't know if he'll ever see the field, but we have to try. Jaleel Higgins. We're just continuing going on this one. I don't know. It looks like maybe their bar is growing ever so slightly larger, but there's not really much we can do at this point. Stoke we will get. Dog we will likely get, but we're going to just switch to his hard sell. Switch to his hard sell, clocked in. Lipscomb. And then Hawker. Did the sway work? It does not look like it did. And it did hurt us in the recruitment, but we're going to try again. I think we have a lot better chance with a B- than a D-. So the board has gotten a little thin, but that is okay. Still gotten some good commitments. We're gonna obviously fill the board out in the transfer portal. Don't want to go too far here. I just really want to get to signing early National Signing Day. Lance Taylor, again, I think we want to keep him. He's got some really good perks for our offense. Really good perks for our offense, so we like that. Glenn Stanford, I'm less convinced, but he basically makes it so much easier for us to keep our defense. So I don't know. I think we're gonna keep all our coordinators and hope they don't get poached. Yes, we're leaving some hours on the table, but that's okay. Championship contender up to a B. Looks like we're just on the edge of being ranked. It's a bye week. Let's see the scores and schedules. Conference Championship week. Our rival Memphis beats Rice, and I think they're going to make it to the college football playoff again. Oh my god. May Bo Jackson curse their fortunes. May he curse their fortunes. That's absurd. That's absurd. Bo, it's only out 3 more weeks. I don't know when our bowl game is, but possibility he comes back. Doesn't seem to be anything to do this week. Weekly advanced summary. Higgins committed to West Virginia. Unfortunate. This doesn't change at all. We lost out on Higgins. Unfortunate. Hawker's in his top 3. We're at 3rd currently. Nebraska's a pretty big lead. I think, though, if they are not committed now, they stretch into the offseason. Marcel Reed from Tennessee wins the Heisman. And we are at the Fenway Bowl. Interesting. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl. Huh. I think that one's at... Do they have that stadium in the game? No way. We're going to finish off here. We're not going to play this bowl game tonight. Let's see. So Marcel Reed won. Let's see the bracket too. Memphis did make it again. That's a joke. That is a joke. But I mean, Georgia, who we played, was the #1 overall seed. So that's a little crazy too. And then Memphis, of course, they snuck in. Unbelievable. Let's check out the All-Americans. Unlikely we had anybody here, but just in case. Second team. Nobody. All freshman team, perhaps. In fact, not. But George Ring was on the American Conference all freshman team, as was Kyrie Abel. Did not allow a sack in any of the games he played. That's kind of crazy. Let's see the first team. Ezra Odenjor, senior, we will miss him. He makes the all-conference first team. Cornell Bird makes the all-conference first team, as does Ty Jackson. And then on the second team, Bo Jackson, even though he missed many, many games, he makes it. Nnamdi Ogboko, he makes the second team. That is about it. And then we will look at the season stats. So Brock Glenn, let's view. Compared to last year, I mean, fewer pass yards a game, if you can believe that. Taking fewer sacks, throwing fewer interceptions. So all things we like to see, but not much of the improvement, and he'll be gone after this season. Rushed for a modest amount more. And then Nightmare, he's not been great, but he's only played in 3 games, so his redshirt status should still be intact. And then on the rushing front, Bo played in. Guess he played in 10 games. Rushed for 882, which is a far cry from last season. He just did not play as much, not get quite as many yards a game. Averaged more a carry, though. I think we were trying to be a little bit more conservative so that he would not get injured, but he went and got injured anyway. Really a lot of sharing of the wealth from the touchdown side. Braylon McReynolds, Marquise Collins, both of whom will be gone after the season, seniors. Bo Jackson will be sticking around, so we'll at least have him for his redshirt junior season, and then who knows after that. Let's see if anybody else got major yards. Really just those 3, but we did run the ball pretty effectively. George Ring, talk about an awesome first season. 731 yards on 45 catches, 5 touchdowns. Elder with another 5 touchdowns, and Bryce Kane with 4. Pretty balanced, but these 3 were the undisputed leaders in the room. And who is it that had the deal breaker? Jalen Elder might transfer out, but we will have Kane, assuming he doesn't decide to go for the draft or something. We will have Kane, and we will have George Ring back next season, which is huge for the program. Huge for the program. The last thing we'll do, we know Coach Wade's never leaving UAB, but I think our offers are better last season. Maybe they'd be different after the second week, but we could go to Virginia Tech, Vanderbilt, North Texas. All these teams fired their coaches after pretty abysmal seasons. And now, the moment of truth. Can we see sites? No. Still actively being recruited. Higgins, normal dev. We don't care. We're going down the board. Antonio Sanders, the wide receiver, normal dev. Not great. Normal dev on our 4-star tackle. Impact on the gem tackle. Impact on the right guard. Normal on the QB. Normal on the right tackle. And I think that's it. Somewhat disappointing. Somewhat disappointing. Oh, hours. No, hours I have 0, so I can't change any of that. Staff moves. We'll check that out too. Rhett Lashley went to the NFL. Rhett Bielema fired. Illinois fall from grace. Tennessee's head coach, even though they produced the Heisman winner, fired. Mike Gundy, Texas State head coach, went to the NFL. And then Charlotte's staff was fired. Yeah. Trying to see if there would be any. Kalen DeBoer was fired. I don't even know how he got there. Is there any way to peruse who I would have to offer? I didn't fire them before, so I am stuck with them, quote unquote, but they're good. Okay, I am out of steam. I want to save the off season for kind of a bowl plus off season for next stream, plus maybe the start of the season. So thank you so much for watching. We are gonna go raid a channel. Akron rebuild year 3 vibes.
What does that even mean? What does that mean?
This looks like a good one to raid. Let's do it. Viewers ready to raid in 6-5. That's right.
It doesn't look